Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous. 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 Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous.
Really, I'm haunted. I'm haunted by hundreds.
Let's keep it 100. You got. What up, though? It's your boy Common Sense, man. And we already know that common sense isn't common. All right, look, so today, man, we have, you know what? Hold on, man. It's been a long time. Your boy is back. I've been having a lot of shit going on, a lot of positive things going on. But I'm back. Shout out to all the folks, man, that still been subscribing to the channel. To the people that was leaving comments on old videos and shit. I appreciate that. That's definitely something that's like gave a nigga a feeling like, man, I gotta get back to doing my YouTube thing. Alright, but I'm back. And today, man, we have David Banner on Club Shay Shay. This interview, I felt like folks need to hear because it's some very powerful messages in this video. David Banner gives his flowers to certain people in the music industry. And the things that he had to say, man, I feel like folks need to hear. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe for doing a great job giving interviews, man. I feel like his interviewing skills are getting better for sure. When he first started, I feel like he was sus. You know what I mean? But he's doing better, and he's definitely making a print in the culture with Club Shay Shay and Nightcap. All right. Now, I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video, because liking the video is more important to the YouTube algorithm these days. And subscribe to the boy if you're feeling the content. It's a reaction. Let's go.
T.I., Chris Brown, Maroon 5, Quincy Jones, Snoop Dogg, Pimp C, Luda.
Hold on, man. How you just gonna go past Quincy Jones like that? Help me out, Shannon. Say Quincy Jones again.
Quincy Jones.
What did he do? Didn't he do Thriller for Michael?
Man, he with Frank Sinatra, with Ray Charles.
Talk that shit.
Man, when it comes, I mean, there are a lot of producers out there, but it's hard to be.
Ain't too many people on this planet produce for Quincy Jones.
Big, that's what I said. It's like, if we were to do a versus, who would we put against Quincy?
Man, I heard somebody talking that shit, bro. Like, to even think you worthy of that. The shit that Quincy Jones has done, bro.
No, he got his range. He got too much of a range in between.
From classical music, bro, to scoring movies. Most people don't know history.
TV shows.
Yeah.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, talk that shit.
Yeah, but stop playing with that.
But what I will say, man.
Hey, one thing folks gotta give Shannon Sharpe, man, he be knowing his shit. Whoever his team is that be helping him with them goddamn introductions, bro, I always get the vibe that his guests always genuinely love those introductions that he be giving. But he be knowing his shit. And the vibes that I'm getting from this interview, or that I got from this interview when I watched it the first time, was David Banner was talk that shit, because he was excited that somebody else can bring it up and he didn't have to bring it up, because it might have felt like him bragging. So I think that's why they be appreciating when Shannon Sharpe give out his introductions, because he names everything and they don't have to do it.
Is that me and Warren Campbell? You should go to this church,
right.
Warren Campbell. But we had a production company together, and Quincy Jones told us, or said to one of his liaisons, that when we were producing for his album, we were the only ones that were brave enough to take his music and digest it and spit it back. He was like, if he wanted it to sound like him, like, you can't do what I do, first of all. Right. And that's how we looked at it. It would be disrespectful for me to try to do what Quincy Jones did with his music. And so, man, that's one of the things. There's an artist from Mississippi. His name is Colt Boomaye. And this dude is much younger than me, but this dude is, bro, he's way beyond his age. He talks like our grandparents, like your grandparents.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, Banner, you got to start popping your shit. He said, or people will forget about you. And the way that this culture is, bro, they'll take your shit from you, bro. So like I just started learning how to tell people a little bit more, and I'm grateful that you brought that up, man, because I've done things that nobody has ever done in history. But our parents taught us, man, to so-called be humble.
Yeah.
But I believe, because you in sports, I don't believe in being humble if it's stats. If Jordan told you he had 6 rings, is that popping or capping?
Right.
That's factual. It's stats.
Absolutely.
I am great. I just hate that my people don't know how great I am. It hurts, bro. Cause, bro, when I got my Grammy nod with Wayne, I literally came home, Shannon, and I'm serious, bro. I'm not bullshitting you. I said it out loud. We did it. And wasn't nobody there.
Let me ask you this. If you did something that you thought was special,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody told you it was special, would you still feel special?
I don't know, bro. Bro, I'm from Mississippi, bro. I just started loving myself. I never, bro, I never thought I made it. I'm serious, Shannon. I'm not joking. I never, ever thought I made it, bro. Like, it's funny because somebody on your staff knows a mutual friend of Billy Hume, who ran as a white guy, bro. Celtic white guy, bro, who boned, like, for Lil Jon, like, a lot of us, bro. Like, we went through his studio. And, bro, when I got that $10 million deal, bro, this little short, white, long-haired dude, he just hugged me. He said, Banner, go buy you a car, bro. I'm still renting cars, fronting. Buy you somewhere to stay, man. Get you some clothes. You made it, dog. And I was just standing there, bro, and mumbling, like,
Let me tell y'all what I love about the internet and this YouTube thing and the fact that anybody can create content. To some folks, David Banner saying bro so much would irritate they soul, especially like old folks. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that's in their probably 40s and not 40s, but 50s and 60s and on up. Motherfuckers with an old soul. Or a person that might even just be bougie. It might even got nothing to do with the age. But my point is this. Him saying bro so much like that, it resonates. His message resonates to the people in the trenches. The so-called trenches. Folks that use bro, like myself. I don't use it as much as he does. But people that use that type of language can hear and actually resonate with the message that he giving out because he's actually using bro. He's speaking their language. So it's like he don't have to be your cup of tea, but he can be somebody else's cup of tea. And everybody has an audience and everybody has somebody that they can tune in and get some knowledge because that person is speaking your language. You gotta love it, man. I feel like everybody should make content at this point.
couldn't stop. Bro, they teach us, bro, to work like we will correlate our success with how hard we work, like slaves, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta learn how to think. We gotta learn how to set up systems. Bro, you ain't gotta be here every day no more. But we're addicted to that feeling, bro. We've been trained in that trauma, bro. And it's the hardest thing for me, bro. I really think God put me in Mississippi for that reason, bro. I think I had this bully body, bro. Like I didn't get this body, bro, until I was in my senior year. I'm serious. I would have played football. I didn't get big, bro, until my senior year. And I think God gave me this body because I've been a victim for so long, bro. I fight. I beat up the bullies. Can't stand no bully, homie. I really think that's why God gave me this body, is to protect the weak. And I think you're a sucker, bro, if you've been oppressed all your life and then you take this power and use it against the same people that God has blessed you to protect. Bro, I'm so fortunate, bro. That's the reason why I don't do VIP. That's the reason why I go out in the crowd. It's the reason why I speak. the shit that I speak. And I be trying to tell my friends that. I be trying to tell people that, man. Like, one of my friends told me, he was like, Banner, you just seem like you're so angry all the time. And then I digested it. And I thought about it. Shannon, the only time I get upset is over when people mistreat black people. I made it, homie. I got a lot of bread. Like, I only fight for the weak, bro. That's it. People that come from the places we come from, bro.
How'd you be T.I.? Because it's interesting because you have such an eclectic group. I mean, you got rappers and you got Snoop Dogg. You did Quincy Jones, rest his soul, and then you
Snoop
got
Dogg too.
Snoop. Yeah, you got Snoop, 2 Chainz, Akon. But if you look at okay, you got Lil Wayne, T.I., but you got Maroon 5. Maroon 5 and T.I. and Lil Wayne.
Hey, him producing music for Quincy Jones is a big thing or a big deal for real. And I think, I know a lot of people slept on that for sure. I know I didn't know nothing about it, and I'm pretty sure a million more motherfuckers didn't know nothing about it. I'm going to say this though, I always looked at David Banner as an intelligent guy. This interview and how he's explaining himself does not surprise me, because for a long time this is how I knew of David Banner. Now, when Like a Pimp and all that shit was out, I didn't know what type of guy he was, but I just remember him disappearing from the music industry, and then next time I seen him, he was speaking with a lot of sense and some shit. I don't fucking know, or I don't remember when it was. But again, this interview is a powerful interview, and I really can see this interview doing a bunch of numbers and actually having a bunch of clips go viral.
Ain't the same. And then you got Q, and then you got Neo.
Yeah. Well, with me and T.I. is a little bit different because he came early. Like, if you think about it, bro, like, I was so blessed because what people don't know is I produced Thug Holiday for Trick Daddy.
Right.
But nobody knew who David Banner was at the time.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to take advantage. I was even in the video. But T.I. is the person who allowed me to be $1 million producer. Like, Rubber Band Man changed the texture. He's also, and people won't admit this, he's the reason why producers can put their tags on their beat on the radio. Because my tag was on my beats way before Rubber Band Man, but the radio stations would shave it off. T.I. called up the Hot in Atlanta and said, don't touch my music. That boy work hard. Because the reason why I put my tag on my beat, bro, and I think this is...
So what is the tag?
Tag is like when you put your name before the beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, David Banner. The only reason why I did that is because I noticed Jay-Z...
DJ Khaled, we the best, is the tag. DJ Mustard on the beat. Whoever be saying that shit, that's a tag. You know, a lot of these rappers, man, be having an arrogance about themselves, and sometimes I feel like we can get lost in, bro, you think you hard, or you think you the shit, you think you better than motherfuckers, and not really understand why they had that arrogance about them. But I feel like it's a lot of artists out there that has made groundbreaking prints in the industry that everybody benefit from, that they started, and I feel like that's what gives them the motherfucker, do you know who I am type shit, because you probably doing some shit that they started and getting money off the shit, benefit from it, and you don't even know where it started from. That right there, what David Banner just said, as far as T.I. being the first person. Now, we don't know if he was really the first person to do it, but the fact that T.I. did that for another black man, that was dope for him to stand on business about that. And we all know that you really will not ever hear a beat probably ever again without that producer's tag.
We say, Kanye, you a fool. Just Blaze, you did it again. And every time he would say their name, they could charge $10,000 extra, right?
Okay.
Southern rappers hid their producers. Like, bro, like, it hurts me to this day. KLC from Beats by the Pound. As big as No Limit was. Don't nobody know who they are, bro. And they're some of my mentors. And I hate the fact, bro, I really think Beats by the Pound is big as Timbaland and Pharrell. Because they change music in the same way that those people do. Mm-hmm. But we don't know who they are. And since I saw that, I said, I'm not going to let them, like, look over me. I'm going to put my own name before my beat.
Right.
And, bro, it got so hot at one time, bro, and people don't even give me credit for that. Like, people can say whatever they want to you first. I think I was one of the first people to put my name before a beat, but nobody made it hot in contemporary America like I did, bro. So when everybody put their name before they beat and they don't say nothing to me, that's what I'm supposed to do. But I am still in the flesh. It would feel good for you to acknowledge the person who allowed you to do the shit that you do to this day. But T.I., man, like, he changed. And for some reason, man, every level of my life, we keep coming back together. And man, I'm so appreciative of who he is. And my bro actually, they tried to put him on the cross. Mm-hmm. And they tried to crucify him, and he stood. Bro,
Winston and I have been looking for you because of what's happening in the market right now. Due to all that volatility.
Like, if there was one person on this planet that I could say resilience, I don't think there's no man in the music industry that's as resilient as T.I. is, bro. And every day this get up and he keep going. Mm-hmm. People don't even think, bro. He shared his whole career and became conscious in front of everybody and put a conscious album out. He didn't just talk that shit. A lot of did that shit, bro, to be cool because it was the woke moment. Mm-hmm. T.I. did that shit and put his career on the line, bro. When he first came out with his first album, I'm Serious, bro. Mm-hmm. He told the motherfuckers, let me go. He went back to the streets and built himself back up again, bro. My bro ain't perfect, bro, but Tip tried, bro. He tried so hard all the time. And he's so tough, you'll never be able to see that part of, but bro tried. And for the first time in his life, I think he cared.
Yeah.
And he not used to that. He didn't.
Now, understand what David Banner is doing. And this is the part that I appreciate and why I felt like you guys needed to hear this. One of the reasons. He's painting a different picture of T.I. than what we all know T.I. to be. He's doing it not only because T.I. looked out for him by calling a radio station and making them put David Banner's tag in the music, but he also is doing it because he actually see T.I. trying, right? And he's bigging up another black man. You gotta love that. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe for allowing this man to express all those things without cutting them off. Because that's key.
In that environment, and I'm watching him process the fact that he care about shit, and then that make you human again. What the f you do with that shit? Right. Like, what? I'm serious, dog. That's how I feel now. Like, why in the f am I getting depressed? Hey, dog, the shit we used to do, what this shit is, feelings?
Right.
You know, and I'm just grateful, man, that me and him still friends.
Right.
And that I called, bro, there ain't been one time that I ever called Tip. And he didn't show up for me, bro. Wow. And I'm grateful to him. Like, when they did the death of Auto-Tune, I never knew, and T-Pain is my friend, bro. They were children. And I'm not saying that you right or wrong, but you don't do a child like that, right, bro. And what I'm saying is, even when we wrong, look at how white folks do Trump. What Trump?
Hey, bah, 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 bah. To me, and I could be wrong, but to me, that was directed to Jay-Z. Because when I hear Auto-Tune, the death of Auto-Tune, all I hear is the Jay-Z saying that this is the death of Auto-Tune. And from that point on, he made that song. I don't know what the name of that song was, but I think everybody out there that's a hip-hop fan know that Jay-Z had something to do with the death of Auto-Tune. And We all know T-Pain suffered from that shit. Probably the most out of everybody because auto-tune was his bread and butter. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel.
They the dumbest shit on this planet. White folks gonna protect them. They may have another conversation with them later on.
Okay.
Why we can't do that? But it's like now black media has got to the point where the same way, and it's from the places that we from, and I'm looking you in your eyes, Shannon, when I say this shit. When you look at when they used to hang black folks from trees, then you see black folks on the outskirts. Same thing they did to Jesus. You say that you knew that he was the son of Jesus and you didn't do shit, you coward. How dare you praise his name when he did? You let him sit up there on that cross. The same thing with that child. You let them crucify that child and you did nothing. You a hoe. That's what I believe. And that's why I don't really believe in the music industry. I don't really believe these folks are my friend. As much as I care about the situations that I'm in, bro, I know these folks don't care about me. Understand that. Because if they did that to Jesus, what you think they do with my Mississippi country ass, dog? So what I realized, man, is that the thing that I did realize is, though, man, is that, like, the men, those of us who were around, bro, we could have stepped up more.
Right.
Bro, think about the NFL players, bro. How strong you all are. But they put y'all in a situation, bro, where y'all be in cities where the most impoverished black people are, and they don't even let you around with your people, bro. I see that more in the NBA, bro. Like, bro, I had an opportunity. My best friend lived in Portland, bro. They don't like black people being around the hood, bro. Basketball and what we done for basketball, but I don't never see no black kids in NBA cares. I don't. I'm honest with what I see, bro. There's no artist I've ever worked with in my life, and I'll look at any one of these cameras. I have not met anybody more talented than that young man, bro. Wow. I'm a producer. I'm not a beat maker. When I would stop the beat for Chris Brown would say, I know. Well, how do you know? You know, it's an infinite amount of things you don't know.
Right.
He knew.
Wow.
And, bro, like, the reason why Chris Brown, I'm not saying this, and I got to be careful with my words. The reason why he's not on a Prince, Michael Jackson level is because he chose his manhood over his music, and you can't blame him for that. Bro just wanted to be respected as a man, bro. Never really had men around him, dude. I don't blame little bro for that, bro. And it's hard, dude. Like, that's one thing, man. Like, it's the craziest thing for me as an entertainer, dude. Like, even from a woman perspective. I remember when I made Play, there's a difference between you being a hunter and then all the women decide you sexy. And then they after you, and then you become an object. But I never talked to that. Was hard for me to deal with. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to hunting. Don't make it easy for me, woman. You know what I mean? And we don't have therapy for that.
Hey, man, we can go on and on and on. I don't want to make this video too long because I know you motherfuckers got short expansion spans or attention spans. I'm tripping. Short attention spans. But David Banner is spazzing on this interview. He went on, and pretty much was just ranting on a bunch of things that he feel. You guys can check out the rest of that interview or the rest of this interview on the Club Shay Shay David Banner show or episode. I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video because liking the video is more important to the YouTube algorithm these days. Subscribe to the boy if you felt the content. I'm doing what I always do. And I'm signing off. Peace.